Hi sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name's Beth, and if you're new, welcome. Today I'm making some old quilt blocks, a very classic pattern, a log cabin using some old fabric. My log cabin is just a little bit lopsided. It's kind of hard to tell, but the light strips are 1.5 inches and the darker strips are 2 inches. I was kind of curious to see how they would work together, and that's what I'm working on today. Let's get started. Today I need some red squares, and my squares are 2 inches. I'll be cutting them out of that 2-inch strip of red. Then I went digging around for some dark fabrics and for some light fabrics. So my dark fabrics I'll be cutting into strips that are 2 inches wide, and the light fabric strips will be 1.5 inches wide. And here's a whole bunch of the blocks that I have been working on, just trying to pull fabrics from my scrap bin here. So the first thing I did was I cut my red squares 2 inches. And I would like a nice pile of scraps that are already cut next to me as I work, so I'm cutting my dark fabrics into 2-inch strips. They're all different lengths, and the light fabrics I'll be cutting into strips that are 1.5 inches wide. Like I said, this is a very classic pattern, a log cabin quilt block, but it's just a little bit different because I have varied the sizes of my strips. So I'm going to start with the light colored strips that are 1.5 inches, and I will put a light colored strip on 2 sides of my square and then a dark strip on the other 2 sides of my square. Some finger pressing before I had all 4 strips on, and then I went to my ironing board and I pressed that first go around on these strips. Now I'm going to go around one more time, again using 2 light colored strips and then 2 of the darker strips. was done with the strips around my red center square, I made sure that my block was 7 inches. I've been making quite a few of these blocks. I don't have enough for a quilt yet. Like I said, I was kind of curious to see how this block would turn out using the 2 different sizes, and I was surprised that it's not really noticeable that there are 2 different size strips. So I used 1.5 and 2 inch, and I don't know, maybe if I had changed the measurement by 1 inch, it would have been more noticeable. But I went ahead and I made quite a few of these blocks. I'm going to keep working, and I have a couple of layout options at the end of this video if you're curious to see what they will look like all together. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.